Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. At least it's morning where I am. Just dropped my son off at nursery and on my way home. So I thought I might as well do today's episode walking through the park. So yeah, yesterday saw Elementary. I forget which episode it was. I also forget which season it is that it was in, but I will put a thing at the bottom there that says. But yeah, today Holmes and Watson were investigating the death of a base jumper. But the point being that his chute had been cut, but also was shot on the way down. So they're having to figure out just which one killed him first. It was an alright episode. Elementary tends to be a bit hit and miss. But saying that, Johnny Lee Miller is my favourite Holmes. I mean, of course Downey Jr. is alright, as is the movie version, and of course Bundlewick's Vandercratch is good in Sherlock, but that went off the boil for I think it was last year's Christmas special. That didn't enjoy that at all, so we'll see how this year's goes. But yeah, Johnny Lee Miller is my favourite current incarnation of Sherlock. Yeah, so they're investigating the death of, or the two deaths rather, of a base jumper. What killed him first? Failed shoot or being shot? And who wanted him dead? Somebody must have, because his shoot cut and somebody shot him. But was it the same person or is it two different people? Well, I know, but you might not. So yeah, it's an interesting one, is Elementary. It is good, I do enjoy watching it, but it can sometimes plod along a little bit. So I'm obviously going to stick with it. It's a nice show. It's a gentle watch, I should say. There's no real peril involved in it, really. But it's a good show. It's a bit of filler for the main shows. I would recommend checking it out, but it's not one of those shows that really grabs you and makes you want to look forward to watching it week in, week out. It's just on, but I do enjoy it, that being said. So yeah, it's Elementary. So Comic Book Men, there's not much you can say about Comic Book Men, because if you don't read comic books, then you're not really going to be interested in this bit. But there was some couple of interesting items in this week's Comic Book Men. Most notably the Ghostbusters fire station toy from the 80s, which I had and I still have at my parents' house. And the guy wanted $700 for it, complete with figures and unopened pot of ectoplasm. And I ain't got any. I've got one Peter Venkman figure left. I did have all of them, but I haven't anymore. But I've still got the fire station, but I don't have any ectoplasm. So he eventually sold this for $250, down from $700. So I doubt mine would be worth anywhere near that. Probably maybe 50 quid if I wanted to sell it, but I don't. So yeah, that was Comic Book Men. What else did we watch? Oh yeah, Walking Dead. Yeah, the thing about Walking Dead is there's a lot, like Elementary, there's a lot of filler. But this episode was kind of half and half. It was some filler and it was some interesting plot development. I think Maggie, spoilers by the way, Maggie's in line to take over Hilltop. I reckon that's the way that it's going to go, as long as Negan doesn't figure out that she's alive, because obviously he was told that she was dead last week. So yeah, Maggie and Sasha are at Hilltop. I expect between them and Jesus are going to do some kind of coup and take over the place, because I forget his name. The main guy that's running it right now isn't doing a very good job. He seems to be a bit of a pansy. looking after his own skin rather than the interests of the people in Hilltop. Carl had a bit to do this week, but fingers crossed that he dies this season because I've had enough of him, to be honest. I haven't liked Carl since the beginning. I didn't like him in the comics. I didn't like him in this. Right, even when he was a tiny little baby, I say baby, tiny little boy, got on my nerves. He still gets on my nerves now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he carks it this season. That'd be champion. So yeah, it's still going all right as Walking Dead. I do like it as a show, but they do tend to be more talking than anything else. Boring dead, as I affectionately like to call it sometimes. But you know, it is what it is. You can't have all the action all the time, so it's fair enough, really. What else have we got? Was that it? I don't. I've got Westworld to watch, but I'm about 4 episodes behind on Westworld, so that will have to wait. You'll probably see Westworld's in a future episode. So yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. Don't forget that I'm away in Landan for 3 days from tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So there probably won't be a video for 3 days, but on Saturday there should be a Landan special. Hopefully going to be vlogging my way through London. So check that out on Saturday if you wish. So thanks for watching. Check out the 4 episodes behind this if you want. Leave me some comments, tell me what you're watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Sub if you want, you know, if you liked it. If you like this channel. I know it's only new, but if you want to give it a sub, get a sub. If you don't, fair play to you. So I'll see you on Saturday. Peace out.